What's up, our family? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, give us a comment. It's Minshew time, baby. Here we go.
Let's go! This ain't the Fox Tyson force this game, he stinks!
Oh shit!
It's gone!
What up, fam? We're 1 minute into the show, and Wi-Fi Gate is already starting. It's a Jalen Hurts'
Thunderstorms,
legal
baby.
team already getting to me. Oh yeah, we got a nor'easter coming and hitting us right now in AC. I don't know about you guys, so I hope everybody stays safe tonight. Welcome to another edition of the Flight Zone. Flight Zone is brought to you by Manscaped this week. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at Manscaped. Take care of your business. At Manscaped.com, unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. A lot of athletes in Philadelphia need Manscaped right now. Let me just tell you. Let's just start off with that. Be plain and simple. And that leads us right into the poll. If Jalen Hurts continues to play as he has been, it is time to bench him. Agree or disagree? And to be honest, if he plays like he's been playing over the past 3 weeks, honestly, the last good game he's had was against Kansas City. And that was because the play calling and the game plan was set up perfectly for him. And he was executing, right?
Yep.
He was executing everything. Nick had his execution, his game plan, his play chart. Everything was on point against KC. The only problem with KC was the defense couldn't stop a running Foss.
Yep.
And how long ago was that? 4 weeks? That was a month now, right?
Yeah, almost a month.
Basically a month. And in those games since then, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Oakland. So 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The dude had the offense has not shown up for the first 3 quarters of the game.
Nope.
Now we could throw that on Sirianni all we want to. Yes, he needed to run the ball. And look what happened yesterday. You run the ball under center, like you and I have been pleading, like everybody on the platform has been pleading, like everybody in the comments has been pleading, and it worked out. You scored a touchdown right away.
Yep.
And then you try and stick with it. Miles gets hurt. And once again, it's just a shit show with this team, dude. And it starts with the quarterback. It starts with the head coach. And the bottom line is we've seen the quarterback do this before with a previous head coach. You could say he's a rookie all you want. You could say that, oh, he's only 11 games into a season. Give him a break. I don't want to give him a break. You want to know why? Because we have young players around us. We have a coach around us, and we don't know if that coach can coach yet or not.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what we can do with a competent quarterback in this offense with Devontae Smith. I want to see if Devontae Smith can be a Jamar Chase. Because Jamar Chase has a competent quarterback throwing to him, and he drops 200 yards on one of the best corners in the league.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim.
So I full-heartedly agree to this poll. If he plays the way he's been playing at Detroit for the first quarter or the first 2 quarters, he's done. He's done, in my opinion. You traded Flacco today. It's Minshew time, baby.
Yeah, Jim, I agree with you, man. It's really going to come up to, I don't think we should bench him right now. But I agree with you. If he performs the way he did against against any other team besides Atlanta and Kansas City, it is Minshew time. It is indeed Minshew time. And I don't even know how else to explain it. It's just it's a shame because Carson Wentz has been doing pretty good over in
I wasn't even going to bring him up.
Yeah, I know you were. But yet again, he only played the 49ers, who don't have a really good team. But I don't know. We'll see. I just hope I see a little bit more from Hurts this week, especially Devontae Smith. He had those few drops that weren't very Devontae Smith-like.
Yeah,
so
you also got to see that the ball was
thrown
behind him or B at his feet. And yeah, it hit both of his hands. But as an NFL quarterback, you're expected to be able to throw a slant route.
Mm-hmm.
You're expected to be able to do that. And this guy can't do it.
No. And that's going to have to be addressed I know it's a little early, but it's the thing I'm thinking about only is the draft for next year. If you don't see any progression whatsoever from Hurts, it might be time to draft another quarterback. This is a QB factory. This is a QB factory. I mean, this is also it's a rebuild. It's a rebuild year. Originally, it wasn't supposed to be a rebuild year, but this is an oh shit. Let's just tank the rest of the year.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a retooling year. Yes, Kamara. First
What do
part
you
of the
got?
parlay. No, first part of the parlay, baby.
What else do you got?
I got Kamara scoring. I got Metcalf scoring. I got
Metcalf's been quiet.
I'll bring it up. I honestly just got back home from school, cooking dinner and all, so I just turned on the game now. But Kamara was a part of that.
He's got a ski mask on. But yeah, Jim, like it's something that's gonna have to be brought up this off season if we don't see anything from Hurts, honestly, because I'm getting tired of it. Everyone in Philly are getting tired of it, but at the same time, I feel like next year is gonna be the exact same thing. Yeah. I mean, you can go and draft a quarterback, but what if this happens again? Then that's just one pick wasted, you know? Like you're going to throw him right into the fire. He's going to start week 1. If you draft a quarterback in the first round, he's going to start week 1. But you got to give – see, this is why I want to – we'll talk about it a little bit later, but this is why I'd be getting rid of all these guys. All these guys are on high-paid salaries. Take the dead cap next year. Who cares? Who cares?
I mean, they did it this year. They did it this year.
We're in this – us Eagles fans, we're in this for the long run. We're not going to see a championship for a few years. And with the team we have right now – with all the vets, it's bad. It's even with the vets, it's bad. So I think it's just start fresh, and it's going to take a few years, and it's hard to take in, but it is what it is.
Yeah, honestly, dude, if you asked me this question 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years, 7 years ago, when I was like really starting to get into my fandom of Philadelphia in general, you heard me. I never wanted to tank ever in any sport. I just always felt like it was like nothing ever good happens from tanking. You see that with the Sixers right now. You see that with the Jets. You see that with the Dolphins. You see that with all these just bad teams that continue to find themselves in a hole. The only sport where it really truly helps, tanking wise, is baseball, because there's no cap, and once you hit on those high draft picks, that's when you bring them up, and that's when you sign free agents around them. You saw it with the Kansas City Royals when they won a few years ago. You saw it with the Cubs when they won a few years ago. That all homegrown talent. That's what it is. Homegrown talent.
Yeah.
It's
you're right.
Somewhat the same way with the Dodgers. As much as we hate on the Dodgers, they build it right in the farm system.
Yeah.
And they put the pieces together throughout the season to make themselves a legit championship contender. Now, of course, they're out.
I feel like when we do that, Jimmy, they're already born with that Philly mentality. They already know all about that, like the farm systems. They know what Philly's like. And when you bring other people that are on high-paid salaries that don't like performing well and just like to like take the money and run, which most Philly athletes do, and many big names that come to Philly, they also just shit the bed every single time. But it's a mentality thing too. Like if these guys you draft, they have to be like rough-nosed guys. They gotta be tough skinned, because if they're not, then they're not gonna last.
Yeah.
Just like the last few, you know?
Yep. And I think them trading Flacco today, it could be either Howie working his cap magic, which I hate that term. I absolutely hate it. But yeah, he cleared up cap space and we possibly get a 5th round pick out of it. But I think it's more than just that. I think it's the fact that
I'll take that.
Yeah, you'll take
a 5th round pick for someone who wasn't going to play.
You'll take another John Hightower. I don't know, dude. The one thing good about that is Howie doesn't draft on the 3rd day. So
yeah,
take that for what it is. The season was just a test run for Hurts. If that's the case, then I've seen enough to say let's try another quarterback and test the waters. Yeah, Carlos, I've been saying that since week 4. I possibly was saying that after the Redskins game last year in week 17. When the dude was looking, if we just think about that game, week 17, that game last year is the same thing that's been happening the last 3 weeks.
Yep.
The dude doesn't show up until the fourth quarter. The dude doesn't show up until there's a soft zone.
Mm-hmm.
Dak Prescott did this for what? Maybe
3 years.
But that's the thing. He started his career 13-3.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went 7-9, looked pretty bad, but he was always putting up the numbers.
Yeah.
And you could obviously see in Dak that there's hope and that there's potential and that he had that franchise quarterback inside of him. Like Tom always says, there's no aspect of Jalen Hurts' game that tells you he could be a franchise quarterback. There isn't.
Yeah.
Like those play improvisations. I'm not a vocabulariist. Whatever you want to call it. I'm not one of those people. I'm not good with words. I could talk my ass off, but I'm not good with big words like that. But when it comes to Jalen Hurts trying to improvise on the football field, it's awful because he'll run to the right when the field's already short to begin with, right? And he'll point, and then he'll throw the ball 20 feet over his intended receiver's head.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I just saw Jake's comment. But yeah, man, I as much as I like Gardner Minshew, God, Jesus.
What?
Look at the damn picture.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Jaguars uniform on.
QB1 right there. What up, Don?
I can't tell if Nitro Freak's trolling. I think he is.
I didn't even see. Where is he?
Guys, it's only 11th game. He's still a rookie. Give him at least 10 more games.
Oh my God! Stop with he's still a rookie. I'm sick of it. I
think he's trolling.
Yeah. I don't think he is because honestly I can't tell. I can't tell with Nitro Freak sometimes because I'm sick of the he's still a rook excuse because he's done the same exact thing over the past 3 games and he's done that same exact thing in the 3 games that he did last year. Honestly, it's getting to the point where I'd rather talk about Ben Simmons for the next hour and a half than talk about Jalen Hurts because he's not worth our time. He sucks. He's not a good quarterback. He was drafted to be a backup, so make him a freaking backup. I've been saying it all weekend. Gardner Minshew did more in his first 11 games as a starter with less.
Mm-hmm.
Argue with me about that, and you can call me a hater all you want, but it's facts.
Right.
Look at the film. Look at the stats.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's more about Jalen. It's everybody on the team, honestly.
And it starts with Jalen. It starts with Jalen.
It starts with Coach.
With Howie Roseman.
It's a bad mixture. I feel like it's probably the worst case scenario you can be in, having a GM who's just absolutely terrible. He's the restructured Jesus, I called him. All these, like the defensive coordinator, the owner, like it all started. It's a perfect mix for disaster. Yep. And they're gonna. I've been talking, like my dad thinks that they're doing this on purpose with the coach, put in a new coach, new quarterback, all those guys,
because they want to run the team.
It's going to be a 2-year bill, and I agree. No,
I hear you, Nitro Freak. You were trolling. Yeah, the Lions will get their first win this weekend. Dude.
Hopefully. Sorry,
it'll work out for everybody. We'll get a higher pick as the Eagles. Dolphins will move into first place or first position for the first pick, and it may be possible that we have two top 5 picks.
Yeah.
It may be possible.
Yeah. And we might be a podcast that just roots for. We'll just talk about the teams that play the Dolphins each week because it's really what it's. That's all I really care about now. I honestly, Jimmy, I didn't even watch the second half of that game because I knew Jalen Hurts was going to come out flat and that whole defense was going to shit the bed.
Yeah, the defense.
I couldn't watch it. I couldn't waste another Sunday I had so much homework too, so I wasn't gonna. I have to do homework. I can't watch Jalen Hurts throw behind people over their head. Actually, he can't throw over people's heads because he can't throw. But it sucks because, dude, I was defending him last year. When that whole, I think I was just defending him more to get under your skin because yeah, that's exactly what it was, just to get under your skin. But it's coming back to bite me, I guess, because I feel like I'm kind of I was wrong about Jalen. But I mean, hey,
we gotta clip this. You're admitting that you're wrong, and you're almost giving me an apology.
The only thing I'm sorry for is whooping your ass in fantasy this week. That's the only thing I'm sorry for. Your team's sorry. Nah, it would have been. I feel like it would have been a way more fun week if you had
my entire starting lineup was on the bench. So I don't know what you want from me, and you only beat me by 20 or 30, whatever it was.
That's how it works.
I had CeeDee Lamb, Keenan Allen, and who's my other receiver? Justin Jefferson that I had on the bench. And James Robinson. Do I have James Robinson too in that league?
Yeah.
I had a running back on the bench too because of a bye week. So yeah, it's okay. Keep bragging. It's all right. My 2 money leagues, I keep dropping over 150 points. So I'm stoked about that. So we could get that. We could get to that at the end of the show.
I'm making a playoff run. 2-4, 2-5.
What's up, Frank?
Frank just barely pulling a win out this week.
Nitro. If you have Jalen Hurts on your fantasy football team, you are probably one of the scummiest people I've ever known in my entire life.
Dude, everybody had Jalen Hurts on their fantasy team this season.
No. I'm just saying. If you are doing that, because honestly, if we want to be real, the guy has 4 points going into the fourth quarter every single game. And then he'll put up 2 rushing touchdowns, give you 70 rushing yards in the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden he'll give you 24 points.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Man.
Yeah.
Another thing I hope the Eagles don't do. The only thing I hope the Eagles don't do is go and waste all these picks on some veteran quarterback. I know you're not in win now. You're not a win now team.
You're not, because your defense sucks. You're right.
Exactly. So I'm not going to throw in picks at Russell Wilson. I'm not going to throw picks at Watson. Guy doesn't want to be here. That's going to be Ben Simmons part 2. If that happens, that's exactly – he's going to have a bad game. We're going to be booing him. Yeah. He's going to be crying and wanting to get traded to Miami.
Yeah.
So
well, tonight on the show, we do have we have to talk about this Jalen Hurts thing. We have to talk about Nick Sirianni, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the defense, which is just it. This is honestly one of the worst. Is this as bad as the process years for the Sixers?
No,
dude, I'm telling you, it's almost as bad as it probably is as bad as the process years. What have we seen?
Depends on what team.
What good have we seen from this team besides week 1 when we were all flaunting over them? When I was flaunting over them like an idiot. Like I knew what was happening all along, and then week 1 came in and slapped me in the face.
Mm-hmm. I mean, really nothing. Yeah. I mean, they do stay with every team, but they just try to make it close at the end, so they bring the fans in still, but they're losing.
But like I don't even think they're keeping it close. Like if we want to look at the scores going into the fourth quarter or going into like 2 minutes.
That's all that people look at, Jimmy. People don't actually look at the game. They just look at the box scores.
Yeah.
Yep. It is a bad situation.
I saw somebody the other day. I forget what site it was on, and it was a comment. It was so stupid. They were like, "Oh, Miles had 8 carries for 40-something yards. Why didn't they keep pounding the ball with him?" Dude, if you watched the game and didn't have an agenda base by looking at the fucking stat sheet every time, you would understand that he left the game in the first quarter.
Yeah.
You fucking moron. Like, keep your agenda to yourself. If you don't watch the games, keep your agenda to yourself. All right?
Mm-hmm. And Jimmy, honestly, we're not in the worst situation. The Eagles are not in the worst situation. Probably the worst situation they've been in for the last maybe 2 decades, but not in the NFL.
Yeah. I accept your apology, Eagle Champ. It happens to the best of us. It happened to me with Ben Simmons. I apologize to everybody that I ever fought with over that clown, over that loser. Troy, yeah, I did have us beating the Bucks. That was a hopeless wonder,
It was a close game.
No, it wasn't. They covered on the last second. What was it? 28-7 with 10 minutes left in the first quarter?
Right.
Or in the fourth quarter?
Was it? I don't even remember.
I think it was 28-7 with 10 minutes left. They almost pulled a freaking. Well, no, they didn't. But
they were coming back. They were coming back. That's what it was.
They ended up winning or losing 28-22. Everybody was freaking out because they covered at the end.
Nitro Freak's right on that one.
Yeah, that's the one thing that all Eagles fans can probably agree with, unless you're still on the Hurts bandwagon, saying that Howie made the right move in drafting that guy. But all of us can see that Howie Roseman is just a chum bucket. He should get fired and apply at the chum bucket.
Mm-hmm.
You just look at his draft picks over the past since when? Since 2016. It's right there. You haven't drafted a Pro Bowler since 2016, and that one guy was Carson Wentz.
Yep.
You're not going to sustain any type of dynasty. You're not going to sustain any type of new normal by doing that. Drafting projects in the second round, drafting projects in the third round, drafting the wrong guys in the first round.
Gadget toys, as Tom likes to say. Gadget toys.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, Ben Simmons was a bad one. And to be completely honest, we're going to be talking about Ben Simmons later on in the show. We're going to be talking about the Sixers. The Sixers are obviously missing a piece right now. That shows against that Brooklyn game. Mm-hmm. They were kind of struggling against one of the worst teams in the league on Sunday night?
Yep.
In Oklahoma City. Like, they're obviously missing something.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Ben Simmons is going to cure them of that, but Tobias Harris is not a true two.
Yeah.
So they need something.
And it is, at the end of the day, you're missing a max spot. So,
yep.
Ben, just do whatever you got to do.
No, Ben Simmons needs to come back. We'll talk about it later. But here's the one sentence. He needs to come back. He needs to play for us. He needs to get his value up so that we could get him the hell out of here.
Yep. Unless he develops a three-pointer.
Evan,
Jimmy, I know damn well you go back right back. I told you so, Evan. I told you 2 years ago he was doing it.
I don't want to talk about that right now. I'll plead the fifth. But I'm telling you right now, that's going to happen. I'm guaranteeing that he's going to come back. He's going to start shooting the ball.
Yeah.
And we are going to look great. And the whole divide is going to happen again.
Yep.
I'm just going to throw it out there right now. I'm going to try my absolute best.
Please don't.
I'm going to try my absolute best to stay on the right side. All right?
I'm watching the last few seconds of the Chicago-Toronto game. It's 110-108 with 10 seconds to go.
Chicago. Are they going to be like the Atlanta Hawks of last year?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking exactly. They're a cute team, honestly. They got
pause. Who uses the word cute?
They got Caruso. They don't got much after that, honestly.
Damn. Metcalf has one touch for 84 yards and a touchdown. He wasn't a part of it.
You need another one for Metcalf?
No, he wasn't a part of my parlay. I thought he was, but he wasn't. I got Collins over 49.5 rushing yards. Everett over 25 receiving yards. Winston over 174.5 passing yards. And Kamara scoring anytime.
Wow. More. Yeah. Wow. They got it. Holy shit. Van Fleet for the win?
What up, Mr. Wing? Did Van Fleet just
Van Fleet just airballed. Yeah, he bricked the shit out of that.
Would you take a package for Van Fleet?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if I would either.
We need
we'll talk about it later. We gotta finish up this Eagles talk. We gotta finish up this Eagles talk.
Done trolling. Don, I think I'm gonna be a Detroit fan. I got a Detroit jersey upstairs because I used to be a fanboy of Matt Stafford.
Weirdo. I do love me some Matt Stafford though, because he's making Cooper Kupp one of the best receivers, the best receiver in the league, and I have him in both of my money leagues, and he is just absolutely producing for me. What's up, Troy? You're telling me that if Ben Simmons comes back and he starts shooting the basketball and we look like the best team in the East by far, you're not going to have second thoughts?
Not by far. We would never be by far the best team.
Dude, if he has a jump shot and he continues to play defense the way look at what you guys are doing to me right now. I don't want to talk about that.
I'm straight faced right now.
I can't think about that. I can't think about that. The one thing I can think about is the fact that Howie Roseman continues to undermine the freaking value of a middle linebacker. And that's why Alex Singleton and Eric Wilson have to play 10 yards off the freaking line of scrimmage every play. And that's why the middle is wide open every single time. Yep. That's why the running backs that we go against every week are averaging 6 yards a carry. Because we overthink everything and we undervalue linebackers. Logan Wilson's one of the best linebackers in the league.
Yeah.
And you drafted Jalen Hurts over him. Think about that. Jeremy Chin, one of the best young safeties in the league. You drafted Jalen Hurts over him. And the list continues to go. If you wanted to draft another receiver, you could have got Denzel Mims. Yeah, Mims isn't doing his best for the Jets, but he's on the Jets.
I feel like any wide receiver from the Jets I'd take, honestly. Can't be that worse than the Eagles, right?
I don't know.
Mr. Wing.
Yeah, Jay, it's we'll talk about the Sixers later, but I just browsed past that comment. It is looking scary because they're obviously missing that one piece. Tobias Harris, game on the line. You need to hit that jumper.
Yeah, you do.
You're supposed to be our closer. I've seen you hit a jumper to close out a game once, and that was against the Lakers last year. That was literally the only time I've ever seen you. And in a way, this organization chose Tobias and Ben over Jimmy Butler. Honestly, they chose Tobias, Ben, and Brett Brown over Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
And each time I think about it, like it just makes my
cringe.
Like, yes, yeah. I cringe.
It's bad. It is hella bad, dude. I mean, Jimmy Butler had his issues at the end of that season. After he did lead him to the NBA Finals in 2020, but he had his injury problems, and I guess they were just looking for the future and like the core they had, but Ben didn't do nothing besides defend.
Yep.
But back to the Eagles, I just want to talk about something real quick because I know it's coming up. It's fastly approaching, actually, the deadline. Who do you think gets moved?
Dude, after Fletcher Cox's comments, I think he's had enough.
I think so, too.
After seeing Jason Kelsey's body language, I think he's had enough. I'm not saying these guys get traded, but I'm just saying this organization has left such a bad taste in everybody's mouth that poured their heart out to this freaking team. And this organization continues to slap their players in the face that gave it their all, to slap their fans in the face that give it their all week in and week out. And those guys are done. I honestly feel like they want to pull Zach Ertz. They want to go somewhere where they're going to win.
I feel like anybody would. If they put that much effort into the organization, have been here for a while. It was kind of funny because when Brandon Graham got hurt, he was saying all this stuff like, we're still going to shock the world. Like, shock the world and do what? Lose the rest of your games?
Dude, losing Brandon, and who knows what would happen if BG was still on the defense right now and he didn't get
Probably
hurt.
Not much.
It could have changed.
Maybe.
Somewhat.
Maybe instead of giving up 30 a game, you give up 27. I don't know.
If I were Kelsey, I'd request a trade. If I were Cox, I would request a trade.
No, those guys, I feel like more I would trade than Kelsey would. I think Kelsey's retiring after this season.
Dude, I think he wants to go to Kansas City with his brother, play 1 year there.
Maybe.
I think it's going to happen, and then
he'll play with Reed again. Wait, was Reed? Yeah, Reed was there.
Reed drafted him.
Yeah,
Reed drafted him.
Yeah, Kansas City ain't making the playoffs.
I don't know. Their
defense is worse than the Eagles.
It is, but I don't know. It's hard to argue right now because they look awful.
Mm-hmm.
Put up 3 points? Are you kidding me? Jalen Hurts put up more points than you, dude. Like, at least he put up points during garbage time. And I know Mahomes got hurt and he got taken out, but still.
That was in the fourth quarter, though, right?
I don't know. I don't know when he got hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because he was playing and he didn't score any touchdowns. But I think that was one of the lowest games they've scored in the last decade. I think that 3 points. Carolina Panthers suck. That win meant nothing to us.
I don't think the Panthers suck. I just think it shows how bad Sam Darnold is.
Dude, I was so high on Sam Darnold too. In the beginning of the season, I thought it would be a really good opportunity for him to go play for them and have some wide receivers around him because he didn't with the Jets.
Yeah.
But damn, he sucks.
Yeah.
He made the Eagles defense look like Legion of Boom. Now we're the Legion of Shit. Man,
this is such a bad game to watch.
Are you still watching Seattle? Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Can you put that on?
Yeah, I'm on a Hulu has delayed live sports.
Delayed by 30-second sports.
Dude, I would love to get a spot from Hulu, but I don't think it would happen considering how much I bash them on every show that I come on A2D.
Just give us live sports, please.
Dude, I literally can't go on any other reactions. I can't watch sports like that. Like I can't.
No, I agree. I remember I was on the one time I was watching, I think the Sixers on stream. I think it was in the playoffs, and I was just like, they're like, oh, I'm like, what happened?
Dude, you want to talk about like passion again from Philadelphia sports fans? That entire playoff run, I was working. I would literally like silence my phone, like turn off everything, work all night, and then come home and watch that sorry ass Atlanta series. Like that's what happened on Father's Day, Game 7. I was working. Didn't get home until midnight. Had no idea what was coming to me. And then, boom, the Sixers slapped me right across the face in that Game 7. Pitiful performance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. I can't wait to rip the Sixers when we talk about the Sixers. I cannot wait to rip them.
All right, but before we talk Sixers, let's talk a little Eagles defense because we all know everybody knows how I feel about Jalen Hurts. He sucks. Nick Sirianni also sucks, but I need to see Nick Sirianni's offense with a competent quarterback. That's why I need Minshew to come in. And that's honestly what I feel. I think there's a lot of potential on our offensive line. Anybody on the offense that possibly up for trade, I think honestly at this point it's only Cox, maybe Lane Johnson, but not
no
Cox.
Dillard,
not Cox. Kelsey, I wouldn't trade Dillard. I'd keep.
No, yeah, I think I'm going to keep him too, just because. Yeah, he'll
get a third-round pick for Howie Roseman to draft another Davion Taylor, or to draft another Milton Williams.
Yep.
But everybody on that offense, I think the offense is the offensive line is young and promising. You got Malata, you got Dickerson, which I hated that pick.
Yeah.
Sayamalu, when he comes back, he's still young.
Mm-hmm.
I like Driscoll. I like Dillard. Yep. Lane Johnson, 30. We'll see how long he's got. But as of right now, the offensive line seems okay. And honestly, all of our weapons I would keep. I wouldn't trade anybody. Obviously not Devontae. Obviously not Quez. if you could get something for Jalen Reagor, maybe. But he stinks.
We already talked about that one last week, right? With the Allen Robinson.
Oh, yeah. I would do that.
What was it, Allen Robinson in like a 5th-round pick or something like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trades are weird in the NFL. It's nothing like the NBA. I feel like the NBA is the most like easy.
Yeah.
But the NFL, like the NFL, every other league is weird with trades. Like the hockey is really weird with trades. Like their drafts, there's like 30 drafts.
Baseball, you're not even allowed to trade picks.
Yeah. That's just weird.
But yeah, offense. That's what I think about that. Weapons are young. Coach, I honestly don't know what I think about the coach. I think he's a moron when he's in front of the microphone. He's shown flashes of brilliance, being able to make Jalen Hurts look like a competent NFL quarterback. And then there's other moments where he just looks like a complete moron.
Yeah.
And he said that at his podium, that Jalen Hurts is, in a way, handcuffing him. He said that. So I need to be able to see and judge Nick Sirianni with a competent NFL quarterback. That's all I got to say about the offense.
No, you're right. You're right, because if we do get a quarterback like Ryan was saying something earlier on Monday Morning QB, who's saying Jimmy Garoppolo. Not saying he wanted him, but he feels like the Eagles would do something like that.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the quarterbacks that are available this offseason, Taysom Hill is on the top of the quarterback free agency market next year. So no matter what happens, whether you choose Hurts or Minshew, you got to ride with them next season, and you strictly got to draft defense with your 3 first-round picks, with your 1 second-round pick, with your 1 third-round pick, with your 2 fourth-round. All of those picks need to be defense. You need to start with cornerback, preferably the one from LSU, defensive end, preferably the one from Oregon. Yeah, and then you need to go linebacker. Yep. Obviously, linebacker.
What, Alex Singleton isn't enough, Jimmy?
Dude, I apologize to anybody thinking that.
Dude, we were high on him too.
I put Alex Singleton on a fucking pedestal. I was treating him like the second coming. I can't believe I ever even had that in my mouth. Pause. Pause.
Man, dude.
Ooh.
Alex Singleton. Who is worse? I already know. It's definitely Nate Gary was worse. Nate Jerry was worse.
Gary or Singleton? I don't know, dude.
Singleton just can't cope. Did he miss that?
Dude, I think Singleton, he can't be the guy on the defensive side of the ball. He is a great complement to a solid defense. That's what Alex Singleton is. But he can't be the guy. It would be great if Logan Wilson was next to him. It would be great if Patrick Queen was next to him. But, you know, you got Eric Wilson or Davion Taylor or Jannard Avery next to him. So
Jannard Avery has been pretty good this season. But he's been good for somebody who doesn't play. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So
I will never understand how a kicker can miss a kick.
It's literally your only job.
Yeah, Greg, I apologize.
Just use your legs.
That's a good one, Greg. If they can't see that they truly suck right now, that he sucks right now, they don't have a clue about football.
But Jimmy, he ran for 3 touchdowns. He has the most rushing touchdowns.
Can you trap the defensive coordinator? Don, no, you're not. What's his name? I want to say Tom Thibodeau, but I know he's a head coach for the Bulls. But he's a beast. And then obviously Stingley from LSU. Those are the 2 guys you have to get if you have 2 top 10 picks, which you probably will have. Unless Minshew comes in and leads us to the playoffs.
Yeah, that would be – I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Goes and wins us a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, yeah. Kayvon Thibodeau. Yep.
Some French last name.
Dude, he's a monster. He's a beast.
Frenchman.
1 to 10, how confident do you think Howie is going to keep all 3 first picks?
By the way, I just drank half a gallon of milk, if anyone was wondering.
Greg, it's a strong possibility that we can get that number 1 pick, whether it's the Dolphins or whether it's us, to be honest. And if you don't, you have the Colts pick that you could trade to try and get up. So, and I would
totally to get to Benny real quick. Hell of a win. Man United sucks. Cristiano Ronaldo's a pussy.
You want to answer this question first? Because honestly, I don't even want to talk about Howie. I think he should be gone right now. I think he should be fired right now.
How confident am I? I'd say 5 out of 10 because he's 50-50. He usually picks – actually, not even like 2.5 out of 10 because like only a quarter of a time it works out. But yet again, the only person he drafted that made the Pro Bowl since 2016 was Wentz. So – and then he went and traded him. So
just hit my fucking funny bone.
That shit hurted. But yeah, it's not that high, Don. I like that we have the picks, and it gives me peace of mind. But at the same time, we do have Howie Roseman, so and it doesn't help when like the coach Doug last year wanted to pick his own people.
Yeah.
But he couldn't because he was breathing down his neck.
Was it you or was it somebody in the comments 40 minutes ago saying that every new staff member that came in this year, it's all a setup? Like Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie could honestly
they're setting him up. They're setting the Eagles up for failure to get draft picks, and they're going to have the scapegoats, and they're not getting away with it either. They're trying to be slick. They're trying to get away with it. They're going to have this scapegoat season. It's going to be Hurts' fault. It's good. They know Hurts is not the guy. I feel like by now they know.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
He's not. And then you got Sirianni, first-year head coach, and they want to make all the excuses for him. So, yeah. I say 1 to 2 more years, actually.
For who?
For the Eagles to have a chance. Because next
year is going to be a throwaway too.
Yeah. If you're trading guys by the deadline, by the way, thank you, Mr. Wing, for the
I can't wait to get to this comment. But we appreciate it, Mr. Wing. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. But I can't wait to get into this conversation.
But if you're getting rid of guys like Fletcher Cox and you're going to have that dead cap hit next season, which would be, I think, $20 million for Cox.
Yeah.
Sometimes
they're used to doing it.
And and you took the dead cap hit this season too with Wentz. So why not do it another year? And you know what they're going to do? They're not going to draft a quarterback. They're going to have another season. And oh my gosh, those 2 chances. Jamal Adams still sucks. I don't care what he did right there. He still sucks. He literally couldn't catch an interception and hit right off his helmet. All right, let's get to Mr. Wing's comment.
No. Elite QB shovel pass interceptions every other game. I forgot to mention that he was playing in a freaking monsoon yesterday. Or what were they calling it? An elite cyclone?
Yeah.
Where the winds were going 50 miles an hour. Like, it obviously slipped out of his hands. Once again, Wentz trying to do too much, which, you're right. 2 straight deep balls that they dropped. But Carson Wentz does things. He tries to do things that most human beings are incapable of doing. Like, he tries to do too much. That's evident. That's who Carson Wentz is.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Carson Wentz has 12 passing touchdowns and 1 interception.
Mm-hmm.
What is Jalen Hurts' stat line when it actually matters? In the first, second, and third quarter when you're still in the game?
0-0.
Like, dude, he doesn't do anything. It's like he's afraid to mess up. That's what it is. He is afraid to mess up. And it's starting to get to him a little bit. I could see it. Whether it's sliding 2 yards before the first down marker when you could clearly get that first down. That was bad. Because you were taking hits all game, dude. You're not going to take that hit?
We need that quarterback that can do the in-between. Not too much, not too little.
Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, Hurts really hasn't had the chance to do that. And that's really, it's not all his fault.
Evan, we've had games like this over the past 2 years. And all of those games, Carson has kept us in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I proposed this question last week. In 11 of Jalen Hurts' start, he has one fourth quarter game-winning drive, and that was against the Panthers when he was 25 yards away. In any of those games when we're down, do you have any hope that Jalen Hurts is going to win us the football game?
No.
Did you have that with Carson?
In the beginning, yeah.
You did have it in 2019.
The only reason why not in 2019 is because of the wide receivers they had around him.
Yeah,
but
you knew we were always in the game.
But I know he did make those good plays, like the run against the Giants when we came back against Giants and won that game. But there was also the few games where he just came up short.
Yeah.
But I mean, with both of them, effort's not a thing. They both try 100% all the time. It's just one had it a little bit better than the other.
J-Love, yes, he was. And Nitro's right. We're not even that bad. We just need you to perform well. Like, we're not even asking to give us freaking wins. We're just asking you to keep us in games, keep us competitive. And if you're not showing up for the first 3 quarters of football games, then you decide to put some points on the board when the defense isn't playing defense, yeah, we're going to get on you a little bit. Or when you're Ben Simmons, when you're 6'10", 250 pounds, you could run all day. You could play defense like you're a freaking god. And you don't dunk the ball on Trae Young, yeah, we're going to get on you a little bit, dude. We're not that bad anymore. That left when the vet got destroyed.
Yep.
J-Love, come on, dude. What have you seen in Hurts that he could take us from behind? Pause. No, like seriously. He has one game-winning drive in 11 games, 11 starts. I don't know how many Carson had off the top of my head during his rookie year. I don't. I don't. But I don't see it in Jalen. Yeah, he could have a winning mentality, but all throughout college he had Alabama and Nick Saban around him, so he never had to come back from behind. And then when you talk about Oklahoma, it's like those guys were playing fourth quarter defense all the time in the Big 12. And then you come into the NFL, he never had to face adversity like that. The only adversity he ever had to face was getting benched because he stunk. What up, Molly Mall? It must be fucking nice to be a fan of a team that could actually play football.
How about them Cowboys?
Must be nice. And I can't wait for that collapse, dude.
You said that same thing last week, too. He's probably like, oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah. Benny, I agree with you. Jalen isn't the guy, but it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You can't overcome the defense nor the coach. I agree with you on the defense aspect of it because this is one of the worst defenses I've ever seen in my entire life. Jonathan Gannon deserves to be fired right now, along with Howie Roseman. But then when you talk about the coach has had flashes of brilliance with Jalen Hurts. He has. He set up masterful game plans. I need to see him with a quarterback that could go past the first read and not always dash to the right and have happy feet in the pocket for 0.5 seconds and then dash. And then slide 2 yards before a first down when you're supposed to be a running quarterback.
I have a hot take. Jalen Hurts will be the quarterback for the next 2 years, including the rest of this year.
Yeah,
he'll be on the team
this year and next year, and then it's over.
This year, next year, and the year after that.
No, he won't be here the year after that. He'll probably be caught or cut because you're not going to be able to trade him because he stinks. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get to my loser for the week because it goes back to Molly's comment. It goes to number 19. And we'll save that for the end of the show.
Oh Jesus!
And Mr. Wing agrees with me. Wow, shocking. Yes, feed the ball to Alex Collins, please. All right, defense for a little bit, then we'll talk Sixers.
Defense.
Like I just said, Gannon deserves to be fired right now. He absolutely blows, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like Joey Bosa a couple weeks ago calls out Derek Carr saying that first of all, he says he respects him as a quarterback. He thinks he's a good quarterback and all. But come on, Alex Collins. But yeah, he calls him out, says that he can't handle. He's not that great of a quarterback when there's pressure in his face.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek Carr actually got butthurt over it.
Yeah.
And the Chargers absolutely destroyed him that game.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Bosa set it up for you, Jonathan Gannon. If Derek Carr has pressure, he's not a good quarterback. So why did you not bring pressure at least once? It didn't happen once.
Dude, it's like we were playing soft zone the last few weeks. That's bad.
Are you afraid of, what was his name? Connor Moreau? Are you afraid of him? Are you afraid of Hunter Renfrow? Are you afraid of Brian Edwards? Well, guess what? Even if you are and you had a plan against them, they still shit in your mouth, Jonathan Gannon.
Yep.
Bring some pressure. This defense blows, dude. There's nothing else to say about it.
No.
It's one of the worst defenses I've ever seen in my entire life. And I had to watch the Dallas Cowboys last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At least they still had young talent last year. They still had Van Der Esch. They still had Jalen Smith. They still had Diggs. We have no young talent on this defense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, you're right. What? The only bright spot I feel like what for the defense this week was Avonte Maddox's lucky interception off somebody that got tipped off.
Yeah.
That was the only bright spot of the whole defense. I think it was Barnett, Hargrave, Cox, and Sweat combined for 4 tackles that whole game.
Yep. It's unbelievable, dude. It's honestly like I never thought that this Philadelphia Eagles team would come to this.
Yeah.
Like just picture what it was like 4 years ago. Picture what it was like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This time 2 years ago. Carson was trying to drag us by himself. But we still felt like we were in every game. We clinched the division. At least we were watching football games that mattered. At least we were being competitive. We haven't been competitive in 23 games now.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And it does. I'm really convinced that it is all set up. I'm gonna keep saying it because they put the Eagles in the worst situation possible.
Yeah, I mean, and
the defense has been the worst it's been for the last 2 decades. The first-year head coach, first-year the defensive coordinator. I feel like I could do better. I think I can do better than him. I don't even fucking know any plays. Honestly, just go out there and tackle the guy with the ball. I feel like he's being a little bit. He's thinking he's one of the smartest guys in the room too. I feel like by doing all this,
he's not doing anything. He's playing a freaking defense that I learned when I was a freshman in high school, dude.
I feel like he's trying to do something, but it's way too. It's like the Eagles can't do it.
Evan, every single play, they'll either have man-to-man with Slay and Nelson, rarely, or
they think they're smart by doing that. That's what he thinks. He's smart by doing that.
Well, they only have 3 plays. It's either quarters, cover 2, or cover 0. Mm-hmm. And then they have their linebackers 10 yards off the line while their safeties are playing deep, and their linebackers are just covering the sticks every single play. Mm-hmm. That's what it is and you're bringing 4 every single play. There is no creativity in this defense whatsoever. It's almost worth not even talking about it anymore because everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And this is like, I don't want to do this for the rest of the year. This is why I just need a little bit of change. All right? A little bit of change. If that means bringing Minshew in, they're probably not going to start him. But if Hurts plays like he did the past 3 games in those first 2 quarters, it's Minshew time at halftime. And maybe we will beat the Lions. I'm not saying I want to. I'm this close to going into tank mode. This close.
Yeah. Yep. Mr. Wing.
Like I throw off so much wisdom, and then it slips out that I happen to say Carson Wentz's name, and then Mr. Wing has like a freaking panic attack. It would be nice if Alex Collins can just break one. Bobby Wagner was getting ready to punch the shit out of that dude. Did you see that? On the fumble? It'd be nice if we had a freaking Bobby Wagner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Metcalf and Lattimore were going at it earlier.
Lattimore and Metcalf?
Yeah. Pushing each other all around, punching each other.
Lattimore has beef with everybody. So does Metcalf.
Yeah. Oh, my.
J-Love, I don't want to argue about Wentz
Watch
anymore.
this. You have to watch that next play. Mark Sanchez.
Did Geno Smith butt fumble? All I saw was another 1-yard run from Alex Collins.
You have to keep watching.
I'll read J-Love's comment real quick. Why you keep saying we felt like we were in games with Wentz? I never believed that Wentz as a guy who could bring us back in games. He was here 5 years. How many times he come back when we were down by 7? Wow. There was no hole on that one. Just keep feeding him, please.
Let me run into my right guard and see if let's see what
these guys are talking a lot of shit right now.
Dude, these two teams
cut to the right. Cut to the right, and it's a touchdown.
These two teams suck. These two teams suck. These two teams suck bad. They're playing with two bad quarterbacks. Would you say Geno Smith's better than Jalen Hurts? Or yeah, Geno Smith?
I don't know, dude. Does Geno Smith have over 100 passing yards going into the fourth quarter?
I think he does, but yet again, he only has 7.
He did have the 85-yard bomb to Metcalf, so
yeah. But he only has 7 points.
Jay, I'm just telling you what I watched every single Eagles game twice over the past 5 years, and every single game we were in, besides a few, whether it was a Saints game or a Cowboys game. Every other game, it was a one-possession game. And he was doing it with Greg Ward as his top target. Greg Ward isn't even a starter with Jalen Hurts. So I'm just telling you. We always had a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Even last year.
Everyone had to like. Everyone, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Please subscribe. Get on the podcast with us. Get the 99 membership. Oh my God, does he make that?
Yeah, Geno Smith sucks.
Yeah, he does. Mr. Wing. Yeah, but we're not disrespecting anyone here. We're all family here. So it's just there's two different sides of Eagles fans.
Bobby's disrespecting Hurts right now. All right, that's enough Eagles for the day.
Jalen Hurts better than Kevin Cobb, or is he Kevin Cobb?
Kevin Cobb played 5 great games and he got paid. Jalen Hurts played.
He had a pretty good arm.
Game.
He had a pretty good arm. So,
all right, I'm gonna look up Carson's. Honestly, yeah, I'll look up Carson's come from behind victories. Fuck it, because maybe I'm just crazy. But you want to give your Lions Eagles prediction?
Obviously, it's gonna be a close game, I think, or it's either. All right, so here's what it is: it's either a close game or the Eagles are gonna blow them out. I think.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. The only reason why I would say by the off chance that Detroit does win is the DeAndre Swift has just is it DeAndre Swift? It's DeAndre Swift, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure. If he
DeAndre
has
Swift and Jamal Williams, they'll probably both have over 100 rushing yards.
Crazy game. Swift is one of the top young guys. I think he's what we want Miles Sanders to be.
Yeah,
but because
I'd rather have Swift over Sanders, and it's not even close.
He's a hell of a catcher too, so he can catch the ball. He can do both for you, but I don't really know. I'll say Eagles win 27-20.
I'm just saying this because I don't think Jalen will be benched, even though I think he will, or even though I think he should, but I don't think he will be benched.
I don't think he will.
All right, before I get to that, I have the numbers up right now, and I know it's no note radio, but I just want to prove a point. Rookie year, he had one game-winning drive. It was against Atlanta on November 13th. 2017, when we were blowing everybody out, he had one game-winning drive. That was against the Giants when Jake had that 60-yard walk-off kick.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where it gets interesting. 2018, he has 2. 2019, he has 4. 2020, he has 3, which was last year when he was playing like shit. So the past 2 years, honestly, the past 2 years he had 7, and then the past 3 he had 9.
Wow.
So
yeah,
I think that's a comeback, a quarterback that keeps us in football games.
Yeah,
that's a lot of game-winning drives over 2 years.
It is,
especially when you have nobody around him. So, but anyway, that's besides the point. Carson isn't here right now. We're hoping that the Colts give him the proper amount of snaps so that we could get that first-round pick. That's the only thing that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mr. Wing. Name the teams he came back on. All right.
Giants.
Rookie year was Atlanta in 2016. 2017 was the Giants. 2018, freshly coming back off the torn ACL, he had to come from behind win against the Colts. Same year he was against the Giants. 2019 was against Green Bay, New York, Washington, and New York again. And then last year was Cincinnati, San Francisco, and New York. So, yeah. It doesn't matter. A come from behind victory against a division opponent is a come from behind.
Those are hard fought games.
Like
besides this week or a few weeks ago against the
Jake. My point is that he won us football games. He brought us to playoffs. He brought us to a Super Bowl, which Nick Foles finished. By the way, kid's second year in the NFL, and we end up winning a ring. I don't know if that's a coincidence. Nick Foles had his chance in 2013, and he lost it. Like, what do you want from this kid? Jalen Hurts is nothing compared to Carson Wentz. All right? Like, what do you want? You want to bash on him for throwing an interception in a fucking monsoon? Go ahead. I don't even care anymore. Talking about the Sixers, they don't even need my fucking prediction because Jalen Hurts is going to stay in the game, and we're going to lose by 10 points. We are going to lose 30-20. He was a bad quarterback, but he brought us back 3 times. So, and he had nobody around him. He had a head coach that was against him. He had an organization that was against him. He had a defense that wasn't playing. He had Greg Ward as his best target. He had Travis Fulgham as his best target for 3 games. And then they just magically seemed to take him out because they were so obsessed with jerking off Alshon Jeffrey, who he also hated the quarterback. So what the fuck do you want from this guy? I don't know. It wasn't all against the Giants. He had, what did I say? 10 game-winning drives?
10, was it?
10 or 11? And 5 have to be against the Giants, which is a division rival? Like, what the fuck do you want? Guy comes into the league for 2 years and we win a Super Bowl. Is that a coincidence? I don't know.
You don't think Sam Bradford could have done that for us?
You think Jalen Hurts is doing that? Jalen Hurts can't beat the fucking Raiders. Jalen Hurts can barely beat Sam Darnold.
Jeez.
Let's talk about Ben. All right, Jay. Yeah, let's go. What's up with the Sixers?
Sixers are missing not an all-star player. We'll just say the Kardashian boyfriend, the Jenner boyfriend. I don't know. We're missing one of them. We're missing somebody. Who is it, Jimmy? Who are we missing?
We're missing a guy that is getting paid an astronomical amount of money, and it's clear that we need somebody in that slot because the Sixers team is just not good enough in the guard position right now.
No.
Like, I love Maxey. I love Tyrese Maxey. I have a Tyrese Maxey jersey. I don't have a Ben Simmons jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Maxey jersey. But he's just not ready to be a starting point guard yet. The kid's 20 years old. It takes quite a while for a guy to develop like that.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're LaMelo Ball and you already have that in you. It's gonna take a little bit for Maxey. It's interesting though, but he reminds me of a younger, smaller version of De'Aaron Fox. 3-point is okay. It's not bad. You'll probably be from 36 to 38% each year.
Yeah.
39.
They're still talking about
I just feel like the size with him. That's going to be the issue if Ben Simmons doesn't come back. Ben Simmons comes back, we'll have the defense will be better, rebounding, passing, and anything you expect from a guy that you're paying a max contract to. But the only issue with the roster right now is Curry and Maxey are both liabilities on defense.
Yeah. They're still talking about Wentz. And we'll see what happens when Jalen Hurts plays the Giants this year. Because if we lose to the Giants twice, I'm not one of those guys that say I told you so. But I really hope you guys are in the Jay, Will. I hope you guys are in the chat because I'm going to say I told you so. Son, I agree. And son, I see that you got rid of Hurts in your profile picture because it used to be Hurts and Devontae. Now it's just Devontae. So welcome to the dark side. Round of applause. But the sad thing is, like you just said, Evan, he's going to come back. When he does come back, he's going to be a great regular season player. He's going to play his heart out to make sure he gets to that All-Star break. To that All-Star game. He's going to play his heart out so that he can leave the city that he hates. Like I think he finally realized and opened his eyes. And he finally realized for once in his life that he was wrong and he was being a spoiled brat.
No, I honestly think this is all just for show. But it's something that would be very, very rare because a humble Ben Simmons, I can't imagine that. Like I can't. He's definitely like.
Oh yeah, he's selfish.
He's so stubborn. I bet he's probably one of the most stubborn people you'll probably meet.
Yeah,
he doesn't like to face his own issues.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, going back to that year, I was so hard on Simmons as I should be, and everybody else. But that wasn't all his fault. Again, it wasn't all his fault, but he was a big factor in why we didn't make it to at least the conference finals we could have made. But that was everybody besides Embiid, I think.
Yeah.
Last year. And I mean, Curry's done really good this season so far.
Yeah.
And he had a good playoff run last year, but Danny Green blew it for us against the Nets. So did like 3 other players on the Sixers.
Dude, I can't stand Danny, dude. I can't stand Danny Green. Like, I know if he's in that Atlanta series, we probably win, even with Ben holding us down, even with Doc holding us down. But I don't like his attitude towards Philadelphia fans. I don't like how he talks all this shit and then he continues to shrink and shrink and shrink.
Yeah.
Every other game.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm actually surprised he got re-signed in the first place. I mean, I don't know how to feel about him so far. It really hasn't been that impressive. But
all right, but before we finish this, Jay, we're gonna finish this once right now. I don't think you're anti-Wentz. I don't think you're pro-Hurts. I understand that completely. My only point is Jalen Hurts makes Philadelphia Eagles football boring. Carson Wentz did not make Philadelphia Eagles offense boring. Carson Wentz kept us in football games. Carson Wentz had come from behind victories. It doesn't matter if it's 7 points or less. It's a come from behind victory. I never said anything about how it was 20 points down. It was 30 points down. It doesn't matter. It was a come from behind victory. Game-winning drives. That's all I was talking about. That's it.
But Carson, he also did have games where he didn't like get it, like that Cincy game last season where they had the opportunity to score and they didn't.
Yep. All right. So let's
just we're not saying that Wentz every head down he had, every chance he had when we were down, that he came back and won. Like Wentz did lose some games. It's not just I know where both you guys are coming from. So
Will, I saw your comment in the beginning too. I didn't want to press it because I was trying to focus on the Sixers, but Wentz brought me back. Wentz had 14 interceptions his rookie year, yes, but he was still showing signs of somebody that was able to be an NFL quarterback, and then he showed that in year 2. Jalen Hurts has done nothing, like you're saying.
Yep.
And I don't think it's on the coach one bit. I think the coach is trying to fit a style for Jalen Hurts, which obviously isn't working. And it's just time to move on, because if it's still taking you 11 games and you show absolutely zero improvement, you're just not a good quarterback.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. He sucks.
Yeah.
I need to see this all. I need to see Devontae Smith. I need to see Jalen Reagor. I need to see Quez. I need to see Nick Sirianni's offense with a quarterback that can throw the football. Can we talk about the Sixers now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Benny. Another guy I hate.
Yeah, Cork. Dude, you can't hate him on much longer. He's got swag. Have you seen him walking into the games? He just got something different. I feel like it's a Fergie All-Star season.
Forcon Kirkmas.
Six man Korkmaz. Pause. The 6-man Korkmaz. That just sounds like it would be something bad. But
I just, if he's
Collins.
Really?
Oh, we got the he only needed to break away from Jenkins.
I'm like 20 yards away. I'm 20 yards away for him, and I am like,
oh damn, he's snapping.
And I'm like 10 yards away for Everett.
Yo, Winston's snapping. He's snapping on one of his players.
Crab legs?
Yeah. He's such a bum. He is such a bum.
Come on, keep grinding it out. Keep grinding it out.
The Seahawks aren't that great. Nor are the Saints.
Damn, why is he throwing Traquan Smith like that?
He definitely said something like, "You're a bum. You're a bum." Somebody definitely brought out the crab legs at some point tonight.
Bro, Drew Brees never did that to Traquan Smith, and Traquan Smith was always balling. Oh.
Wait, you need a score from him? From Collins?
No, I just need yards.
How many yards do you need?
I think 22 more.
Ooh, I think you'll get it.
And I need 10 more yards.
Is it combined yards?
Nah, just rushing. And then I need like 14 yards from the tight end, Everett.
DK Metcalf looks like LeBron's son.
Damn.
There he goes. 5 yards, 4 yards.
You know who would be great right now on the Eagles defense?
Who?
Malcolm Jenkins.
Woody? Yeah. I just feel like now there's not a
There's not
guy.
one single.
When you lost him 2 seasons ago, like what, last season, 2 seasons ago, you lost literally one of your captains, one of the guys who literally speaks. And when you lost Brandon Graham, you lost the other one. So after that, there's like who steps up? Who talks on the defensive side? Who's the captain of the defense?
It should be Cox, but
It should be Cox, but
it's probably Rodney right now. But he's way past his time right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got either aging vets or guys that simply can't play football on the defensive side of the ball right now. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Absolutely no in between.
Balling like Kobe.
This is going to be tough.
Oh, damn.
What happened?
Can you get negative yardage?
Why? Did he just lose a bunch?
Just a few. Is that possible or no?
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, Jesus.
He has 36 yards right now. I need 14 more.
You'll need probably, I think, 17 or 18 more now.
And then I need 13 for Everett.
So that's like one reception per
And I'm going to be a happy person.
How much will you win?
500.
Putting in 10?
Nah, 35.
Damn, Jim.
I'm a big baller. Dude,
No.
did you see Portnoy's bet on the Bengals?
No.
Dude, he bet like 200 grand that the Bengals would cover plus 6.5, and the payout was like 600 grand. Like, can you imagine just being able to put out 200 grand? That's not Gerald Everett.
Oh my God, dude! This Seahawks offensive line literally looks like us. Literally, come on.
Yeah. Bill says 27-23. Gonna go 3-14. Yeah. Bill, I agree with you. We made our predictions for the Lions. I said 30-20 Lions will win. If Minshew comes into the game, we probably will have a better chance at winning. But we'll see what happens with that. But I don't think Hurts will be benched. Fuck. Dude, Namario Davis is playing out of his mind right now.
Yeah.
Hey, look, another linebacker that, is pretty good on a pretty good defensive team. You think it means something?
Nah.
Well, yeah, we're losing to Detroit. We're losing to Detroit.
We don't have a good track record against Detroit in the last 3 years. I think we lost against them twice. Oh my God.
What do you think about another thing that Howie Roseman has done awful, and that's how awfully he's basically treated his veterans here in Philadelphia? He's kept all the wrong ones and let go of all the ones that could have still helped you.
Yep.
Like, I love Brandon Brooks and everything, but since he signed that monstrous deal, how many games has he actually played for us?
How many games did he play this season? 1?
I don't even think he played half a game. Jesus, Geno Smith is so bad.
All right, Hurts would have got away with that. Hurts probably could have got out of that.
Yeah. Hurts is better than Geno Smith.
Oh, my God.
Is he better than Winston? I think Winston's better than Hurts. I don't even think that's close.
I don't know.
I don't think that's close.
Honestly, Jim, I don't really know because Meyer sucks.
He missed another field goal?
Yeah. Oh. Pete Carroll looks pissed. He looks like he wants to bite him. Yeah, man. Like,
wow, the wind looked like it took that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what was I saying before? You asked me a
I was
question?
talking about the veterans, like how he keeps Alshon Jeffrey, he keeps Brandon Brooks, but then again, when he like spits all over Zach Ertz, he spits all over Malcolm Jenkins.
Yep.
Like he spits all over the guys that were they still had a shot. They still had a shot in contributing to this football team. And it honestly goes back to the Dallas Goedert draft pick after the Super Bowl. I said it 2 weeks ago. Why the fuck are you drafting a tight end the year after your all-pro tight end wins you the Super Bowl? Why are you drafting a tight end?
The only reason why is because Brent Selleck was out. And I knew Ertz would want big money once he.
So you're gonna have to pay either him or Goddard to begin with.
Yeah,
like everything about that was just ridiculous.
It's because they were just trying to find the next Zach Ertz after Zach Ertz went off, because they knew he would want big money, and they don't like spending big money. And it's really all on how you evaluate these guys. Like, you're giving Brandon Brooks all this money to play one game, half a game in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
You're giving Fletcher Cox all that money to have 2 sacks.
He's going to be traded. I don't think
I hope he does. Thank you, but have a good one. If you're to take any linebacker from, say, the team of the Super Bowl year, fully healthy, who are you taking?
What position?
In their prime. Linebacker. You take a hit?
From the Eagles?
Yeah, from that Super Bowl year. Or Kendrick.
I mean, in their prime, I'd probably take Broughton because Kendrick was okay. Hicks was always hurt. But then again, Hicks is balling against the Cardinals right now, or with the Cardinals right now. So I guess Hicks. That was one of the
second. Had the most tackles 2 seasons ago, I think.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I just want to see good football. I want to see football where we're competing. I want to see football where there's legit passion coming from fans, because like I know we're passionate, but when it comes to talking about them, it's mind-numbing.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to talk about them because they're just so bad. We're gonna keep watching.
It's every sport too. It's every damn team in Philadelphia. It really is. It's the Sixers, it's the Phillies, it's gonna be the Flyers soon, and the Eagles. And the Eagles are the worst of it. Eagles are the worst of it, but the Sixers had their times. But yeah, I think you're right, Jay. I think after that happened, that
we're definitely cursed right now.
Yeah,
and that brings us back to one of our very first poll questions on A2D.
Oh no!
Would you trade the Super Bowl for 10 years of competency? I would, because 10 years of competency means that you're in for the run every single time, and you're not watching pitiful football like we've been watching for the past 2 years.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Julio, if you're watching the game right now, you're watching Bobby Wagner and Demario Davis.
Yeah, they're making tackles for losses too. They're not. Look at that. Oh, he just got crushed. Oh, wow. Wow. Targeting. Fuck that rule, by the way. Winston deserves that shit. Wow, that's a miserable day there. Miserable night. Still like what? 7:56 there?
It's a miserable night, and both quarterbacks have more passing yards than Jalen Hurts.
Not more rushing, though. Don't forget about rushing yards.
Or fourth quarter touchdowns.
Oh, he got crushed. Oh, yeah, that was definitely targeting. He got absolutely destroyed.
Are you talking about Winston on that sack?
Yeah. He got absolutely destroyed.
All right, let's.
Pete Carroll's always chewing gum, and he just threw it right out of his mouth. Wow.
Benny says he won't trade it. I'm still up in the air, but it's tough to watch football like this. And like Jay says, it's tough. Probably not. A Super Bowl is a Super Bowl, and it makes losing not hurt as much. But I definitely enjoyed the McNabb era without winning the bowl than I do this era after winning one. Because in the McNabb era, they were in conference championship game after conference championship game.
Mm-hmm.
You were able to watch competitive football. And just because McNabb didn't win it doesn't mean these next 10 years in the hypothetical, it doesn't mean that we wouldn't win more than one.
Mm-hmm.
It also doesn't mean that we'd win one at all. But I'm just saying, it's just absolutely atrocious to be watching this team right now. Like I said last week, it is fun to watch football games right now that aren't the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never not be an Eagles fan.
Yep.
But it just sucks that we're in this predicament right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think really that's saving us is just watching fantasy football, watching our teams and all that. Just thank God that fantasy football is created because literally every week would be so unwatchable. Like, I don't think I'd be a football fan if I had to watch the Eagles lose every week and then go watch the Cowboys win and all that shit.
mm-hmm.
No, I would not want Derek Carr. Sorry.
Honestly, if you look at the quarterbacks that are available over the next, like Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, they aren't available for 2 more off seasons.
I think he is mediocre. I mean, he only put up, 9 points against the Bears?
Yeah, that was a tough one, but that was in the midst of John Gruden getting destroyed. So
yeah,
you got, so you got to look at it that way.
Mm-hmm. I still don't think they're a playoff team.
I think he's better than Minshew, and I think he's better than Hurts.
Yeah.
And if the young weapons develop, if the offensive line stays healthy, the young offensive line stays healthy,
mm-hmm.
You got a lot going for you.
The only thing is that I feel like he'd want a lot of money.
That doesn't matter to me. Like you throw away all your money anyway. Like
Jimmy Garoppolo type contract.
Dude, Derek Carr is nothing close to Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo sucks. I'd totally be okay with Derek Carr coming. J Love, I agree with you on this. Fuck everything that has to do with Atlanta. Fuck their old ass hockey team.
Yes.
I hate Trae Young. I hate everything Braves because they did exactly what we could have done during this trade deadline.
Yep.
By the way, they're also a rival. But think about that. They picked up 4 outfielders at the trade deadline. We easily could have picked up at least 2 of them. And we could have beat them for the freaking for the pennant. It's just unbelievable. And then don't get me started on their football team because their football team handed Tom Brady another ring. Absolutely gifted it to him.
Yeah, it did.
Speaking of guys that gifted him another ring, Pete Carroll. Tom Brady could be one of the luckiest guys ever.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's great and all, and I'm starting to appreciate his greatness. He's definitely the greatest quarterback of all time. But he was gifted a lot of Super Bowls.
Yeah.
That's PI. That has to be PI on the Saints player, right?
Oh, come on. That was a pussy-ass call. You're going to see the replay and you're going to know why. That was weak.
Was it pass interference on the offense?
It was, yeah.
Did the guy, rupture his knee?
He may have, but I definitely don't think that was pass interference material. I mean, he didn't turn around, but that really has nothing to do with that. No, definitely not.
Yep.
Fucking Freddie Galvis.
Yeah, Tom Brady won a lot of Super Bowls that were just very sketchy.
He didn't score a touchdown in Super Bowl 53. He didn't score 1 touchdown.
He scored. Yeah, he scored 13 points against the Rams when his defense allowed 3. He lost to Eli Manning twice. He lost to Nick Foles once. He beat the Eagles once when Belichick was spying on us.
Gostkowski was the MVP during that game.
Yeah. Who else? You got the Atlanta Falcons basically handing him a Super Bowl ring. You got Pete Carroll basically handing him another Super Bowl ring. Like this could be the luckiest guy in mankind in history.
Yeah. Yep.
But it is what it is. All right. Let's do some winners and losers, and then we'll sign off for the night.
All right. Oh, by the way, Doc Rivers, please fucking please challenge. Please use your challenges. You idiot. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck Cam Newton, dude. I do not want Cam Newton.
Dude, they could bring in...
The media would absolutely destroy Cam Newton here. Oh, my God, they would destroy him. Like when he wears all those stupid, whatever his stupid style is. Oh, my gosh, they would rip him to shreds. It's going to Camara.
They could bring in freaking prime Brett Favre, and Jalen Hurts would still have his job.
Winston's just as bad as Hurts. He's just as bad.
Did he just throw a pick?
No, but he's still just as bad. Like that was stupid. That was bad.
All right, I have so many losers this week, like I always do.
Doc Rivers is a loser coach. He had Lob City, who had a really good team actually, and that was a bad throw, wasn't it?
Dude, quarterbacks just fucking blow now. Like they're bad.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on saying it every week. There's maybe 9 good to great quarterbacks, and then you got some rookies that are still finding their way, and then you just got complete
shit tier.
Shit
tier. Yeah.
There's 3 tiers right now.
Yeah. Do you think Joe Burrow's a top 10 quarterback?
Yes.
Do you think Derek Carr's a top 10 quarterback?
That's a false start. Yeah, Derek Carr might be 10.
Joe Burrow.
I got right now this year, Kyler, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Dak, Herbert is 6.
Lamar Jackson
will be 7. Pat would be 8. Burrow would be 9. Stafford would be 10.
Stafford, yeah. Wentz 11.
Wentz is probably top 12, top 13 right now.
He's top. I think he's top 12 and not 2 to 12. But no, honestly,
who am I missing? Derek Carr, Carson, like that 10 through that 11 through 14 range is like teeter totter, and then 14 to 30, you're either a rookie or you're just absolutely horrible.
Wilson's hurt, so we're not including Wilson.
Oh yeah, Wilson. I mean,
we're not.
I'm just talking about right now. Like week to week, quarterbacks right now. Wilson's not dressed right now, so
yeah. But he would be top 10 if he was.
Mayfield is teeter totter. He's not ass, but he's teeter totter.
I think he's like, I'd say 15.
Like I said, there's like 8 or 9 great quarterbacks, and then 10 through 15.
All right. So then there's the Baker Mayfields, the Ryan Tannehills of the league.
Carson
like
Wentz.
That's the middle tier.
Yeah.
And then the shit tier. I feel like Hurts is all right. Here's what Hurts is.
Hurts is
not in this shit tier. Hurts is in the lowest little sliver of mediocre, and like the worst of the mediocres.
Dude,
I think
he's bad. Like Sam Darnold is bad. Jalen Hurts is bad.
I don't think
he doesn't show up until the fourth quarter every single week.
He's not the worst.
How is that a good quarterback?
He's not the worst. With what he's working with, he's not the worst quarterback.
With what he's working with a Heisman Trophy winner. He's working with another guy that could get open like that. He's working with a first-round pick that could
He's
jump.
working with
He's working
Howie
with Dallas
Rosen.
Goddard, who's a top 5 tight end in the league.
He's working with
He's working
Howie
with a
Rosen.
great offensive line.
Howie
Like,
Rosen.
what do you mean? What is he working with?
Howie Rosen, Jimmy.
What else do you need to give to Jalen Hurts? They gave the kid everything this fucking offseason. The coach is literally trying to cater to him and only him. He sucks.
You know how I feel about him.
You know, you and I will make a list. We'll have A2D post it, and it'll be on the Instagram, and we'll see what happens. 1 through 32, the starting quarterbacks right now. So Russell Wilson won't be on it. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll start with some winners. I guess you got to give. Look, I know the hockey team had a bad loss the other night, but I think that they have a very promising season ahead of them in the Flyers. Mm-hmm. I think Cam Atkinson is going to be a beast for us this year, and the fact that you just turned him around for Jake Voracek is just absolutely incredible. So my overall winner would be Chuck Fletcher for this week, just because he built a hell of a hockey team. It's now time for Carter Hart or Carter Fart or Carter Shart, whatever you want to call him. It's time for him to step up. It's time for him to be the guy, because if he is the guy, the Flyers have a legit chance at making a run for the Cup this year, pending health. Giroux looks awesome. Konechny looks awesome. Farabee's going to be a star. Yeah. He's already a stud, but Farabee's a star.
Yep.
Hazy's still hurt right now, but he'll be back. This team looks tougher. Derek Brassard's looking great. Keith Yondel's looking great. Like, you got a lot of guys that can be great.
They're a very quick team too, which I noticed.
Yeah.
They're not that slow, sluggish team. They're full of young guys who get to the puck. I said it last week and the week before, or no, it was last week, but I said that they played, right? When we were on last week?
Yeah.
They're very good at defensive when they're on the offensive side, when they're on the offensive side, they're really good on defense on that side. But as soon as you get to the backbone, like Provorov, Ellis, some of the other guys in the back, they're lacking still. They're still lacking, I think. They're not giving Carter Hart enough protection. Granted, Carter Fart is not he is not as good as what he was 2-3 years ago.
3 Flyers Cups, because playoff hockey is just like no other.
Yeah,
I remember 2010 when we were in it. That was just so surreal. A Sixers title would be fucking nice, though.
Yeah, it would.
Honestly, the Eagles have no business being talked about when it comes to title contention.
Yeah.
But 3 Flyers Cups or one, I don't know, dude. I love the Flyers.
I say Flyers.
Love playoff hockey.
Dude, championships are championships. Honestly, I'll take as many as I can in my lifetime. The Sixers will have to at least win one. Come on.
They have to win one with Embiid.
Yeah.
And if they end up trading Ben for either Dame or a bunch of above average role players, and it doesn't work out, and 3 years from now Embiid is 32 years old and he's on his way out, it would probably be an all-time failure that we didn't get at least one ring.
Oh yeah.
So let's hope that
the process is over then. The process is over.
Like, it would be so easy if Ben Simmons, and this will lead me to my one loser. The winner would be Chuck Fletcher, and then here's one of my losers, Ben Simmons. We didn't even get to talk about this. The fact that he fakes mental illness, or he's just not mentally in it right now. He just needs time off because he's just not mentally ready. Like, people actually go through that shit, because this kid did not have any mental problems when he went to my 5-star restaurant in Atlantic City a week after the quadruple doink. He didn't have any issues when he went to Wimbledon 3 days after he didn't show up in a Game 7. He didn't have any problems when he was having his birthday dinner the day of the NBA Finals and he was flaunted all over Instagram. He didn't have any issues when he was buying all of his cars. He didn't have any issues when he was purchasing his house in LA. And he wasn't having any issues when he was wearing his slippers in his $5 million backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of a sudden you have issues because you're not man enough to own up to the fact that you sucked.
Yep.
Like that's the ultimate definition of a loser.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my one loser if you want to go. I'll give you a couple more, but
loser for this week, I'd probably say one's a little out of the box. I'd say Man United. It's a little
oh yeah,
5-0.
I saw what happened then.
I'm not gonna go into too much soccer because people don't even like soccer. It's probably like one of the worst rated that people think. But Chiefs, I'd say are definitely on the losing list.
Yeah.
You have one of the best defensive player, or one of the defensive player. You have one of the best offensive players, probably in the last decade. He's probably like the Steph Curry of what the NBA is, or of the NFL. I'd say.
People were putting that guy in the top 10 list of all time.
No, hell no.
I was one of those guys, and obviously I was proving my point. When you spend a third of your salary cap on one guy, that's going to catch up to you. So when Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce age, what's Pat Mahomes going to have then? Because they're still kind of in their prime, and you're not winning right now. You're putting up 3 points. Like, I know your defense sucks.
They're going to trade for Jalen Reagor, and Jalen Reagor is going to be the next Tyreek Hill.
I don't even want to think about that. Don't even want to think about that.
Oh, wow.
I need this game to go into overtime.
I don't know if it will, Jim. Geno Smith's slow. I think he's still recovering by getting punched in the face a few years ago. Malcolm Jenkins just absolutely mobbed on him.
Yeah. But yeah, you got a winner?
A winner for this week. Damn. Oh my god.
Fucking Geno Smith, man.
Dude, he's so bad. He just got sacked again. A winner. I probably have to go Tennessee Titans, and I also want to add from last week too, because they did have that good win against the Bills, and we didn't get to see the end of that game last week.
Yeah,
because we were it was still going on, but I think it is the Titans, because the Titans, the week before they played the Bills, they went and lost against the Jets.
Yeah,
against the damn Jets, and
then they just come back and beat the Bills and the Chiefs. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty damn impressive. So I don't know if I can say that they are a contender. I think. I don't know, actually. Are they a contender? Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as their defense can hold up and they play the way they just played against Patrick Mahomes. But
yeah, I agree. I do think that the Tennessee Titans are going to be an interesting team. And also, another winner, I want to add the Bengals. The Bengals.
Joe Burrow.
I didn't expect shit from them this year.
Their defense is great.
It is.
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, CJ Usama,
Boyd,
Mixon, Tyler Boyd.
Because he sucks.
He doesn't suck. He just
doesn't get back seat. He doesn't get no targets. Yeah. But I'd take him on the Eagles. But yeah, those are my winners.
Yeah, I got a. That's my only winner. I've been very pessimistic lately. I got a bunch of losers though. Any kicker that doesn't do their job and misses, like Myers does, you're a loser because you got one job and you're getting paid millions of dollars to do it. So yeah.
4th and 28. Can they pull an Eagles? 4th and 26, right? Is that what that was?
Yeah. Before we head off, Jay says we're going to get at least 2 titles this decade. You need to get at least one from the Phillies. If not, the Bryce signing is a failure, and you need to get at least one from Joe, or the whole process is a failure. I think the Flyers are in a good position right now.
Are the Flyers the closest team to a championship?
Yeah. I think they are.
Okay.
I think we're going to be talking heavy Flyers come April, May. So,
Yeah,
all right,
that should be exciting.
Let me see if Gino can do anything. Oh, safety. No way.
There's a pick.
All right. It was a fun show. Always fun hanging with you guys. Always fun debating. Jay, Will, Troy, Mr. Wing, as always. Don. We appreciate all of you.
Mr. Wing with the $10 donut.
Yeah, always. Remember, you could always become an A2D member. You could hop on the stream whenever you want to. Tom said it the other week. It doesn't matter what the show, when the show is, who's on. If you want to talk to us, you can hop on if you become a member. All right. Not only that, you get member-only streams. You get shout-outs. You get jersey giveaways. You get ticket giveaways eventually. You get, and of course, you're gonna get your $9.99 back from picks from Money Pot Podcast and Willie Vegas. They just keep winning. I know Nate the other day had a 3-pick parlay.
Oh yeah, he went crazy on that.
Yeah, $75. He ended up getting $683, I think.
Yeah, over. In the last 2 weeks, he's been over $1,500 for his pick. So he knows what he's doing. Him and Willie.
Yep.
So definitely hop on that.
Check them out. Remember, we were brought to you by Manscaped today. Like I said, a bunch of Philadelphia athletes right now need to hop on the Manscaped to take care of themselves because they're obviously struggling. They can get 20% off just like you. You'll get free shipping if you use the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Also, let's not forget about Body Check Wellness. We love Body Check Wellness. You can check out all their products at bodycheckwellness.com using that promo code A2D for 25% off. And yeah, guys, you can get our merch at philliesdrinkers.com/pages/A2D radio. You could get your Minshew Mania shirt. I have it. It's a cutout of that stallion's face with the mustache and the A2D emblem. So it's a great t-shirt. You're going to probably need that soon because you know damn well that Jalen is not going to get the job done.
Yep.
So, yeah, guys, have a great week. We will see you next Monday. Go Flyers, go Sixers, go Eagles.
Peace out. Boo, don't